Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Arsenal Football Manager series. This is episode number 22, and today we face two huge games as we take on Liverpool in the FA Cup quarter-final, and then a trip to Selhurst Park to take on Crystal Palace in the Premier League. But guys, as always, if you do go on to enjoy today's episode, please make sure you drop a like on there. That would be absolutely amazing. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Hit that little notification bell. It will let you know every single time that I upload to this channel. So not too much to report off camera. In the last episode, we saw the draw against Atletico Madrid at the Emirates Stadium, which meant that we went out of the Champions League at the first knockout round. So our Champions League dream is over for this season, and the 0-0 draw against Aston Villa. So a little bit disappointing last episode, but off camera, we did play one game. We beat Burnley by 3-0. And after a little bit of a lackluster first half display, we managed to turn it on in the second. It took us an hour. Matteo Guendouzi grabbing the opening goal for us. And that was quickly followed up by a double from Bukayo Saka, who came on off the substitutes bench to come on and win us the game. Now, the thing is with Saka at the moment, he's a little bit of a funny one. I'll just show you the final goal in the 85th minute while I'm talking about it. Great run from Saka and great finish. But he can be a funny one, Saka. He can be in and out of form when he starts for us in the first 11. But off the bench, at times, he's proved really, really effective. This is the lineup that we did put out against Burnley. We made a few changes. I've decided to take Saliba out of the starting lineup a little bit. His form's still been really good, but I just wanted to protect him with a bit of experience in a tough game against Burnley. We did a similar thing for Tonali. We took him out of the spotlight and brought in Martin Darun, who, as you can see, had a very good game. Szoboszlai performing well for us as well. But yeah, just taking one or two players out of the limelight a little bit, getting a little bit of experience in there, and luckily for us, it came through in that 3-0 victory. Now, off camera, we have also had the annual youth intake. Absolutely nothing to get excited about, to be honest with you. One player who is a potential 3.5 star, that is Marlon Prosser. He's a central midfielder. Doesn't look too bad. Whether he'd get in our first team in the future, not too sure. 10 determination, 13 work rates, not too bad. We can up that, but unfortunately, he does have work to do. Julius Bello, a potential 3-star candidate as well, a right winger, and he's got a little bit of pace and acceleration about him. Nothing too extreme. 12 dribbling, 15 first touch is very good at this age, as well as the 15 work rate. I do quite like that, but doesn't look as though he could be one for the future. So not the best youth intake for us. So the win against Burnley in the Premier League extends our lead at the top from 4 points to 7. We have now played a game more than Liverpool. The reason being, Liverpool's still in the Champions League. They had their second leg a week after us. I can't remember who they were playing, but they did get through. So they went through against Porto, winning by 5-1 across the two legs. They have got through to the next round where they'll be playing Man United in the quarterfinals. So big game for them. They've got a pretty hectic schedule. They play their game in hand over us against Brighton at home, so they should probably win that game and cut it back down to 4. But they've got similar games to us, you know. In terms of difficulty, I think we've got to play a lot of these teams as well. They've got to play Man City, so have we. They've got to play Tottenham, so have we. So it's going to be really tight. It's going to go right down to the wire, the Premier League division this season. Right, let's get into our FA Cup quarter-final then. These are the teams that remain, and we've obviously, by the look of it, got the toughest game out of the lot of them. So we play Liverpool. If we get through, the teams that are remaining as follows: City, Leeds, Burnley, Norwich, Everton and Brighton. You'd like to hope if we could get through this tie, then there's a real chance that we could go on and lift this trophy. So here is the team that we are going to put out there then. Leno starts in goal. Bellerin, Saliba, Gabriel and Tierney at the back. Saliba coming back into the side today. Unfortunately, an injury to Rob Holding. 4 to 10 days. The damaged heel that he got in the game against Burnley. Tonali does start alongside Guendouzi. Aubameyang's going to start from the left today, alongside Szoboszlai and Pepe, and Odsonne Edouard up front. We've not played Edouard for a few games. So I'm hoping that he may be able to grab us a goal today. On the bench, plenty of cover on there. Diallo, Maitland-Niles, Partey, Aouar, Ikone, Saka and Nelson. You know, all first-team players that could quite easily get into this side. But Szoboszlai's played well lately. When he's had his chances, he's definitely gone and taken them. He's on a 7.35 overall for the season. I've just noticed we have got a couple of players who are struggling slightly for fitness. Do I bring in maybe Maitland-Niles for Tierney? Ooh, I'm not sure what to do. Let's leave it as it is for now. This is what we're going to go with. We'll see how it pans out. Big game against Liverpool. Come on, Arsenal. Let's have a look at this Liverpool side then. A 4-2-3-1. Very similar side to what lined up against us when we beat them most recently in the Premier League. This is going to be a really, really tough match at Anfield. Don't get me wrong. But we've definitely got the capability to go out there and win it. Liverpool definitely having the better of the first exchanges. 25 minutes in, no highlights just yet as it stands. We're just starting to creep back into it a little bit in terms of shots. Virgil van Dijk's looking a little bit tired for them as well. He's playing central midfield. Jordan Henderson's playing at centre-back. And Virgil van Dijk's playing at central midfield. What is going on there? Anyway, we've made it all the way through to half-time. No action so far. So I just told everybody at half-time, Liverpool have taken Van Dijk off. I've said to them at half-time, look, we can definitely go out there and win this match. You know, you've not been too bad, but I know that you're capable of even better. Szoboszlai tries to get a little interception in, but Liverpool come forward. Joe Gomez on this right-hand side finds Wijnaldum. Tried to get the tackle in again, but the ball just dropping for Liverpool every single time at the moment. We need to keep an eye on Jordan Henderson. Oh my God, look at this. The look. Good save by Leno in the end. We need to keep an eye on Jordan Henderson as well. He scored a couple of screamers against us every time that we've played against them. I'm just thinking about making some changes because we haven't created anything just yet. I'm thinking of putting Aubameyang up top, maybe bringing on Saka off the bench, who's definitely capable of having an impact. But first of all, we've got to defend against Liverpool as Mane comes forward, gets into the box. Good tackle, but once again, it drops back to Liverpool. Ball out wide towards Robertson. Great block by the defenders, and Robertson will pick it up again. But I think it's going to be time for us to just make some changes a little bit in this side. And we've got an injury to Pepe. That's not good. What's going on here? Potential foot injury. Right, we'll take him off and bring on Ikone. That's a direct replacement. Aubameyang can go up top. Let's bring on Saka to replace Edouard, who's done absolutely nothing. Kieran Tierney's struggling as well. But do we leave it as it is? Let's give the team talk. Tell the boys to go out there and make a difference. Half an hour just over to go in this game. Going to demand more from the boys as well. Great tackle on Amolo. I thought he got the ball there, Guendouzi, and I think this is going to be a red card. It looked to me as though he got the ball. That's a disgrace. Okay, we're going to have to definitely change things up now. Tierney's going to have to stay on. Let's bring on Aouar for Szoboszlai, and we'll just pop Aouar into this central midfield role. I'm getting a little bit of deja vu here. Remember, of course, a couple of episodes ago, off camera, you saw that we beat Liverpool with 10 men. Can we do the same again? Mo Salah takes a free kick, clips the outside of the post, goes wide, but we need to create more here. Tell you what, there's some tired legs out there from both sides at the moment. You know, the competition is starting to hit both teams hard, but it's been all Liverpool this game. We haven't really created anything. Here's Wijnaldum now. Tries to find a ball through to Firmino, who gets through, and Mane will tap that in for his 17th goal of the season. 75 minutes in, Liverpool lead 1-0. We just got to go for it. That's the only thing we can do. We've gone on to attacking to see if there's anything we can produce. Here's Tonali. Finds Kieran Tierney. No, we've not seen a single highlight for us in this game. Saka, the substitute. Can we drive at this defence? We've come off cautious. We're on to attacking, but it's not taken effect just yet. Tried to get the ball through. Becker will pick that one up easily. Here's Aouar now. Still 15 minutes to go in this game. Can we find something? Aouar getting past a couple of men. Oh, and that's blocked, and Aubameyang has just put that one wide. Corner ball. Good save by Alisson in the Liverpool goal. Not sure that the corner will come to too much, to be honest. It just gets headed away. Does come back to Aouar again, though. and out for another Arsenal corner. We've got a free kick though. Our ball into the box. Saka's there, headed away by Amolo, and Liverpool looking to counter-attack, but only 10 minutes to go. Come on, boys. I really wanted to win the FA Cup this year. That's a poor clearance from Leno. Straight to Wijnaldum. Finds Thiago. Liverpool just taking control of the game now. They've been pretty good today, to be honest. Here's Robertson. There's Amolo. That's a great save from Leno, keeping us in this game with 8 minutes left. Wijnaldum with a shot, saved by Leno again. Tell you what, this is highlight after highlight today. Ball hoofed downfield by Saliba. Aubameyang looking to get on it, but I'm not sure that he or anyone else in this team has got too much left. Liverpool really taking the advantage of the fact that we've only got 10 men after Guendouzi's sending off. James Milner on the left finds Roberto Firmino, looks over the top, good ball to Gomez, and that is 2-0 and all over. And it looks as though we're just going to have to focus on the league. Ah, man, so disappointing. Really, really disappointing. But we've just not made those chances today. Liverpool have been much better. I didn't think the sending off was a sending off, to be honest, on Guendouzi. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm going to have to look at it again. We might have a quick look after this game finishes. Here come Liverpool again, though, with Olmo wide towards Wijnaldum, who finds Gomez after scoring that second goal. Mane's there, and that's 3-0 to Liverpool. Kieran Tierney and Tonali are on a 5.8 and a 5.9 respectively. Not what we want to see. But there's going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time in this game. There's another highlight. It's probably going to go to Liverpool. That's shocking again. And here's Mane, and that's 4. It's our worst defeat as Arsenal manager ever. Really, really sad to see. But Liverpool, 4 goals up, fully deserved. Oh, man. Get me out of this game. I don't even want to talk about it. We're going to throw a water bottle. Let's do that. Far from pleased with the result. They can't come to training. They're all bloody too tired. But yeah, not a great result. We'll send the assistant to the press conference. But do you know what? At least it wasn't in the league. That's the thing now. We've got a Premier League campaign to purely focus on. We've got 7 games left. Some very, very winnable games in there. That's the thing that we need to concentrate on now. I want to view this incident again with Guendouzi because I just thought he got the ball. It looked to me as though he got the ball. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? I'm going to rewind this. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a great tackle. How is that a straight red? I feel as though we've been robbed. Right then, so big game in the Premier League before we go and take on Crystal Palace. Liverpool are at home to Brighton, who are doing all right, actually, in the Premier League this season. Well clear of the relegation zone, sat comfortably in mid-table, but I still expect Liverpool to go on and win the game. Let's check this result. Fingers crossed that Brighton can do something, but they can't. A comfortable 4-0 victory for Liverpool, cutting the gap back down to 4. Very, very close as well. So we need to go on and we need to go and beat Crystal Palace. So just the Premier League to focus on for us now as we go into the game against Crystal Palace. Liverpool have won again away at Norwich by 4-1. Really putting that pressure on us, cutting the gap down to just 1 point. So we need to make sure that we go off and win this in order to just extend that a little bit further. And this is the team that we are going to put out there that's hopefully going to go and do the business. Actually, let's just make one more change in there. So Leno starts in goal. Tierney, Gabriel, Holding and Bellerin at the back. Tonali and Partey in central midfield. Saka on the left. Ikone on the right. Aouar supports Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. On the bench, Saliba, Maitland-Niles, Darun, Szoboszlai, Willian Edouard and Reece Nelson. We have got Maitland-Niles, who's not quite fully fit, but he can make the bench. Guendouzi, of course, suspended. He's actually a 3-game suspension for his red card against Liverpool in that FA Cup tie. Pepe is out injured. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks, so we won't see him today. But aside from that, full strength, we've got the players that can go out and win this game. So let's go in there and do it. Oh, man. Even I'm nervous for this game. I think it's just because Liverpool just continue to win. They are not giving up this title race whatsoever, but We just need to make sure that we go out and we do the business. Early opportunity, potentially. Bellerin with the ball. Gets it towards Thomas Partey. An early goal would be fantastic for us. Tierney in towards Saka. Great drive over the crossbar, though. Out for a Palace goal kick. But I guess if there is an advantage that we've got, what it is the fact that we're not in any other competitions. We've only got the Premier League purely to focus on. I mean, Liverpool are still in everything at the moment. They're in the FA Cup. They're in the Champions League. And as much as I'd like to be in that position as well, it's just more games. They've got more chance of getting injuries, more chance of getting fatigue. So that's what I'm pitting my wits against at the moment. Saka with a header off the line by Bellerin. Big chance for Palace to take the lead after 10 minutes. We've just got to take it one game at a time. There's always a point during the season where your team's going to have a little dodgy spell, and I think that's the point that we're up to at this moment in time. As we've played half an hour in this game, I am going to demand a little bit more out of the boys because we're not creating any chances. We've had that one shot from Saka, nothing since. We've got a corner that Saka's got into our Aubameyang should score. Gaeta in the Crystal Palace goal. Simple save for him, but Aubameyang should have put that away. And here is Gaeta in the Palace goal. Pumps it forward, looking for Danny Ings, but it's cut out nicely, and Aouar will pick it up. The rain pouring down at Selhurst Park. Here is Ikone. In towards Aouar. Aubameyang picking it up once again. Good play. Here's Saka. There's a goal just before half-time. 12th goal of the season for Bukayo Saka. And that's exactly what we needed just before half-time. It's a lovely finish from him as well. Great play involved by everybody all round. Nice little knock from Aubameyang. Saka makes that space for himself and puts it away. That should hopefully end any jitters that we may have. Oh, but there is a chance just before half-time for Crystal Palace to maybe go and get an equaliser. Here's Ayew, gets himself into the penalty area. Don't bring him down, Holding. He has brought him down and he's cleared the ball away. Oh my God, I thought they were going to give a penalty away. Here's Zaha, another big challenge. Zaha gets into the penalty area. Milivojevic back towards Eze. Good young player is Eze. He finds Zaha again. I just feel as though we're going to be living on the edge today. I really do. Great block by Tierney. Back to Zaha again. Gets around one man. Gets the shot away. And it goes just wide. We've escaped on half-time. You know, as much as on paper we say we should win this game, Crystal Palace is a really hard place to go to and really hard to get a result from. So we're doing all right here. We've had slightly the better of it in terms of the stats. But Palace are no mugs. Ings trying to win the header against Gabriel, who's just recently won his first cap for Brazil off camera. Here's Zaha, though, dancing through a few players. Gets into the box. Great challenge by Tonali. Absolutely superb from him. Here come Palace again, though. Pump forward towards Ings. Ends up dropping to Zaha on this right-hand side. Up against Tierney. Gets a cross in. Blocked. Tonali will clear that danger. Looking for Aubameyang, who skips past one. He's got one more to get round, and he's got a one-on-one. Takes the shot. Saved by Gaeta. Question is, if we're going to make a change, when do we do it? We really need another goal. That's kind of essential at the moment. Thomas Partey, let's not get tackled. Finds Hector Bellerin, who's had a brilliant season. Driving towards that penalty area. Gets brought down by Bernard, but Bernard will come away with it, and Ayew will find the flick on. Luckily for us, Tonali is there to sweep up. Finds Bellerin, who finds Aouar. Great ball. Aubameyang. Good save again from the Palace goalkeeper. Is keeping them in it at the moment. So the clock is ticking down. Chance for Palace. I'm getting this really bad feeling of deja vu. Szoboszlai is onto the pitch as well. He's come on for Aouar, who's getting a little bit tired. Thomas Partey finds Ikone. We really need another goal at this stage. Ikone drives past two men. Has a shot. That goes wide. We need to think about killing this game off soon. Oh, the highlights just keep on coming. And here's Wilfred Zaha, who leaves Kieran Tierney for dead. Zaha gets into the box. Easy save for Leno. Right, it's time to kill it. We can't risk this anymore with the time that's left. We're going to go cautious, and we're going to lower this passing directness right down, as well as the tempo, up the time wasting, play for the set pieces as well. And I think we'll make a substitution. We've got Saka, who's looking a little bit tired. Let's bring on Willian for a little bit of experience. Oh, man, there's still highlights. Still highlights. I wanted a boring last 5 minutes. But it's going to be Bellerin. Puts the ball in towards Ikone, who gets on to... Oh, he's given the ball away, and of all men to give it away to, it's Zaha. It's a 3-on-2. He's found Ayew. Ayew's found the net. Oh, my God. It's a disaster. An absolute disaster at Selhurst Park. It's Palace 1, Arsenal 1. Can't believe it. I knew this wasn't going to be an easy game. Don't tell me Palace are going to go and win it now with another highlight. Here's Bernard in towards Eze. He finds Ayew. The whole team are absolutely wiped out. Rob Holding's actually given a penalty away, hasn't he? I'm not sure if it was on the edge of the box or if it was inside the box, but if we lose this, it's going to be an absolute disaster. It's a penalty. Can you believe this? I think it's going to be Milivojevic who takes it for Palace. And he scores. We've lost at Palace. Oh my God. This game, man. This game. A loss to Liverpool in the FA Cup quarter-final I can take. But to lose like this is just an absolute disaster. And the timing of the goals. The 89th and the 92nd minute as well. I mean, is there going to be another one? There's another highlight, and it's going to be Palace that are killing time as well. We're on cautious now. Ball comes into Castrelli, takes a shot, 3-1, game over. Absolute disaster. Well, I think we can safely say that water bottles are getting thrown. Absolutely. They're coming into training tomorrow. I'm not having that. Unbelievable result. Send the assistant to that. But that means that our lead at the top of the Premier League is cut to 1 point with 6 games to go. It's going to be one hell of a run-in. We are just limping over the line at the moment. Here are the 6 games that we've got left, and we're kind of starting to look at them in a different light. We really are. We've been dropping points in the Premier League. Look, the draw against Aston Villa, the defeat against Crystal Palace is such a bad one. I mean, we've got Norwich next away, who are in the relegation zone. And then Brighton at home. So we want 6 points out of those going into the Man City game. But guys, that will end today's episode of the Arsenal Football Manager series. Thank you so much for watching. There's that league table once again. It's going to be one hell of a run-in. It really, really is. We will play the Norwich and Brighton games off camera. We will come back for the games against Man City and Everton. But thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please drop a like on today's video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.